Company of Heroes is the latest World War II RTS from developer Relic, best known for its sci-fi franchises Homeworld and Warhammer Dawn of War. The units in Company of Heroes are well balanced and play up the historical strengths of each respective side. The Allies' might lies in their overwhelming numbers, while Germany relies more heavily on armored power and veteran units. Resource management takes a note from Dawn of War, bypassing the old standard of harvesting ore, minerals, metals, body parts, turnips, Ritz crackers, and other nonsensical goods, instead opting for use of a command point system. The maps are divided into sectors, with each sector providing one of three different types of resources: manpower, fuel, and munitions, as well as increasing your population cap. In order to receive the benefit of the sector, it must be in connection with your base. If the enemy captures a point between two sectors, supply lines are broken and you get no benefit for holding that area. Units themselves are also generally more expensive, relatively speaking, to other RTSs. Thus, a decent army takes more time and resources to build up than you would see in previous games. This system, while a challenge to get used to, encourages the player to play more aggressively and works to prevent gamers from sitting back and building up their forces for the inevitable Zerg rush to the enemy base. Most of the armored and high-powered units consume more than 4 population slots each, so to build a sizable attack force, one must push forward and capture more points. This system of command points gives Company of Heroes a slightly higher learning curve than other RTS games, but one with a greater level of enjoyment once you get used to the style of play. Micromanagement is a small problem in certain instances, but it's nowhere near as frustrating as other strategy games. Weapons teams, for instance, will only face the direction you initially order them to, ignoring units that assault beyond their firing arc. It just seems to me that if a 30 cal team was being assaulted from behind, they would know to reposition and lay suppressing fire to the attackers, instead of what they do in-game, which amounts to a "yes sir, may I have another" moment. That aside, AI is very well done for the most part, with the units usually taking appropriate cover, although it's not perfect. The AI for tanks, however, has some more annoying tendencies, with units sometimes moving towards attackers with a weaker rear armor facing the enemy guns. Pathfinding can also be an issue with tanks. On more than one occasion, I've seen tanks get stuck, have trouble getting through tight spots, or taking the long way around, requiring the user's attention to get them from point A to point B one tank at a time. Graphically, the game is beautifully rendered in Relic's in-house designed Essence engine. The default viewpoint has the user in the stereotypical overhead 3/4 position, but you can zoom in on any unit and see the details on their uniforms and dents on the armor. Each map is totally destructible. Every building, structure, fence, hedgerow, etc. can be destroyed, leaving a pile of rubble in its place. Artillery pockmarks the landscape, and craters can then be used by infantry for cover. The Havoc physics engine gives the game amazing explosions and wanton destruction throughout the battlefield. Watching a squad of infantry get thrown into the air and crash through the walls of a nearby building is a beautiful sight, and just one of the excellent spectacles you're bound to witness during your conquest or liberation of Europe. Sound design is absolutely gorgeous, with artillery fire shaking the ground and a near-constant barrage of automatic weapons fire in the background. Positional audio is well done and in some cases can provide a direct strategic advantage. Weapons fire not currently on screen has a faint from-a-distance sound to it that can aid you in pinpointing heavy guns, and as well as helping you avoid anti-tank crews. This level of visual and auditory immersion comes with a steep price, however, as even on a high-end system the game has a tendency to bog down a bit. SLI is only supported with a 1.04 patch, but that makes a huge difference in performance when compared to the retail game. The game does have quite a few options, so you can easily configure it for the best combination of performance and beauty. If you like RTS games, you will most likely enjoy Company Heroes. If you like World War II, then you will definitely be in it. Even if you are a bit tired of the extremely overpopulated World War II video game genre, you will probably find yourself enjoying the small squad tactics and beautiful visuals of Company Heroes.